Folks, welcome back to So Bad It's Good. This is your pal Ryan. Today, we are recapping Summer House Season 10, Episode 1, and we have a great guest to do that with us. You might know him from the Dumpster Dive podcast. If you don't know the Dumpster Dive podcast, you got to know it, you guys. Go subscribe, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, rate it 5 stars. Also, there's a YouTube channel. We want to push people over there because Tom's actually a good-looking guy. So if you want a little eye candy, I don't want to objectify Tom, but we let's give him some eyeballs. But he's here to talk about Summer House, the one and only Tom Hamlett. Welcome back, Tom.
Right, I'm always open to objectifications.
It's already starting strong. Well, listen, I was thinking about you while I was watching Summer House Season 10 because Carl says he's in the run club now.
I know.
And you're a runner. You've run the New York City Marathon, correct?
I have. Watching him talk about running, I was like, wow, this is what I sound like, and I need to never speak about running again. Because the editors are already doing something where they're like clipping in him being like, I ran 8 miles today.
I know. The poor guy, like he's gotten his life completely on track. And we're just going to make fun of him for things that I will not ever do in my life. You actually do run, though. So when you're at a share house on the weekend, do you wake up early and go, I got to go get 8 miles in?
I actually had to do that this past summer, yeah. Because
you're disgusting. Wow.
It's gross, but you just got to do it. I mean, yeah. Sometimes I'll do it on Friday, like before I do the weekend. That way, like the weekend just be the weekend, and I don't have to run on the weekends. But you kind of have to. And I think this is July 4th, so that's the beginning of marathon training for him. So.
Oh wait, there's a day that you're supposed to start marathon training?
Like you're technically supposed to do like 16 weeks, and 16 weeks would be like right around or right after the 4th of July. So it makes sense that he was starting training around then.
Yeah, but I have to tell you, Carl is not just training for a marathon. This is a part of his daily routine now because I even noticed, and by the way, you live in New York. You might want to sign up for this. He's doing a soft bar run club. Did you see this?
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I really also want to go check. Have you been to the bar yet? I need to go.
No, I wish. I haven't been to New York in a minute now, but I would go there in a heartbeat. BYOB, you got to bring your own booze in there. But no, it takes, no, I really do want to go. I really do want to know all of and by the way, I was just reading, Brian Moylan wrote this great article about Bravo businesses, and Soft Bar they're going to have more locations actually.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
They're planning on building it out even more. So hopefully it's doing really, all joking aside, hopefully it's doing really well, but it is funny. And I think Carl even makes fun of himself in this episode of coming off like the grandpa.
Well, he does kind of have that energy, if we're going to be honest. Especially when we have the likes of Levi.
We got new cast members, but I like it. It's like I want the new kids to have fun. Hey kids, I'm gonna clean up dinner tonight, but you better start cleaning up around the house after this. He is like Papa Radke now.
I know. It's I was joking with a friend today. I was like, I feel like the season of Summer House is going to end like very, very in the style of America's Next Top Model, where all of a sudden like a cast member will fade away because they've like gone on to new things, and a new cast member will like come into focus, and by the end of the show we'll just have a completely different cast, and all the oldies will be gone.
But they'll disappear to the new spinoff In the City, which we got our first little preview last night, and it looked like the preview made it look like it was an ad for like some sort of drug that they're like, it might give you suicidal thoughts and make you gain 30 pounds. Contact your doctor. It was like Sky Rizzy commercial or something,
Yeah, Sky Rizzy, or maybe like a GLP-1. It was like, I'm living my happier life now.
Kyle's on a bench. By the way, Kyle's on a bench by himself. Like Amanda's nowhere next to him anymore. We're getting ahead of ourselves. What did you think of this first episode?
I thought it was pretty good. I don't feel like it was like our strongest premiere in the books, but like this show kind of can do no wrong for me. It's always a comfort watch for me. I can't quite describe why that is, but it always just goes down easy. So I'm just happy to be back with my friends again, I feel like.
I don't think Summer House is like a vibes only show where I genuinely, even if I dislike somebody on Summer House, I like them in a weird way. And it survives so much on reaction shots of cast members or what is not being said, like what you can read into it. And you're right. It is, I feel like these are my friends, for better or worse. And I get to watch the madness. And for some reason, I truly enjoy it. I actually thought it was a great first episode. But I wasn't expecting much, but I thought already, oh, yeah, of course Kyle and Amanda are getting a divorce. You saw it immediately in the first episode.
Yeah, it's you know, like, I'm curious too about when it actually all went down. Because part of me
Well,
thinks, like, there's a world in which, like, they could have just even not been together at this point, and they're just like, we gotta put it," or, like, had started having the conversation, and they're like, "Well, we gotta figure something out." They're not entering into this season on a great foot. It just makes me feel like the thought has already been put into play.
I think it probably has been put into play, but at the same time, Kyle points out in the first episode that he was only there for like a handful of weekends over like the course of 4 months, and that he was hoping. This is when you know it's bad when you're like, I was hoping the weekends would kind of get us back on track. When you're hoping that a filming summer house is going to get your relationship back on track, you've already lost.
No, we're in a bad spot, Kyle. We're in a bad spot.
Yeah. But usually Amanda will play along a little bit more and she's done playing along. Like Kyle like there are moments where Amanda thinks Kyle said one thing and she's like, "I'm not jealous of you, Kyle." And it was like Kyle's like, I didn't even say you were jealous of me." And so she's already having conversations in her head of Kyle saying stupid things that he has not said.
Yeah. I mean, the point she brought I had not thought about that, but the point that she brought up about him DJing out of, like, a point of jealousy for her starting her own business, I was like, "Whoa." That is, and the fact that it's pretty much documented on the show, I was like, "Oh my god, that is exactly what happened."
Well, I mean, you could picture a world in which Kyle's like, "Oh, you think you can make swimsuits? I'll fucking do a DJ career and I'll be better than your swimsuits immediately." Like you almost think he has that. And wait, to Kyle's credit, he is I don't he is seemingly a successful DJ at this point.
See, yeah, I mean, okay, can we have a real conversation about
Yeah.
what a DJ is? Because obviously there are DJs who DJ, and, like, that's,
Yeah,
like,
Meredith
real.
Marks, like a
Meredith,
real DJ.
I can't stand you.
Well, I thought you wanted to have a real conversation, Tom. If you're starting this conversation by saying Meredith isn't a real DJ, we're gonna have a real issue right now.
Is he mixing
Okay,
on the
so
tables?
I did have a conversation with Kyle, I think like over a year ago about this. He act and I don't I'm not standing up for Kyle, you guys, calm down. But I will say he actually does his own mixes. The other person that does their own mixes, also not a favorite of a lot of people, is James Kennedy. He actually does his own mixes. Now there's people like Meredith Marks, who somebody pre-makes her mixes for her, and she gets to push the button and she can raise the volume. And I think there's a couple other buttons she can push, but she's there, it's vibes. You're there for the Meredith Marks experience, whatever that means to you. But Kyle actually really sits there and goes, "Oh, this could go with this and this could go with this." Like he gets really into it. And Kyle will tell you that he's been DJing the summer house for many years now. And so now he really, really did get into it. The point Amanda was making, though, he gets really into it, but he still wants to drink and hang out the whole time. He's not just DJing and going home.
No, it's definitely, like, an opportunity for him to it's a way for him to be like, "Oh, I can go out now." Like, I think there are other times where he had to try and figure out ways to
Ways
justify wanting
to
to get out, and he's like, "Well, I gotta go DJ."
That's right. He tried magic. That wasn't gonna work. He tried a bunch of different hobbies. It wasn't gonna work. And DJ well, it is, but it is so funny. He's like, "Well, I don't wanna get caught, so I'm gonna be the bestie. I'm gonna be really good at DJing." And he gets hired now for corporate parties. He gets hired. I mean, when we see this, he's playing at, like, Penn State. He's playing at university campuses on Thursday, but he's putting in the 10,000 hours, you guys. He wants to be an expert. So he knows he knows he's already behind in the DJ business, so he's gotta really work. The sad thing is, though, he made that decision knowing full well that Amanda wanted him home or that they needed to work on their relationship, and he chose to do this instead. And to me, even though he wants their relationship to work, that's a big sign that the relationship can't work, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's they're in a tough spot. It's almost sad that we know the ending of it. Like, I almost wish we were gonna watch it unfold without knowing how it wraps up, but, like, they are in. I didn't think we would jump into the season in such a low place with
Well, see,
them. I
that's
mean, we're
why I
really
thought it
there.
was kind of interesting because I've never seen them be this low at the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
and especially it coming from Amanda. Like, Kyle's there trying to be like, hey, what's up? And Amanda's just like, fuck off. Oh, you're a loser. And then you got the hot new Australian bachelor, this Ben guy, where she lights up around. Like, I don't think anything's going to happen with that, but it's an impressive reminder that Amanda can be glowing and amazing and laughing and smiling, just not with Kyle.
I know. That would be tough to see if I was Kyle and I saw Amanda just like beaming in front of this other. I mean, she
Yep.
beams when she talks to Jesse too.
You're right. I mean, she does. She does. She beams with Wes. She beams with everybody but Kyle. And
Yeah.
Kyle can feel it. Kyle knows it. Kyle's not an idiot, even if people want to say he's an idiot. He's not an idiot. He's just not able to emotionally fulfill her needs. You know, it's just like the psychic said to Kyle Richards in that first season, you know, is that Kyle will never emotionally fulfill you at this point.
She predicted she had the wrong Kyle.
Yeah. Well, rumor of the
Well, no,
season is
she had the right Kyle. There's
yeah.
just multiple issues.
Wait, I'll blow your mind. Kyle Cook is now dating Morgan Wade.
No.
No, I'm joking.
No, I'm kidding.
Um, okay, so the real talk, I will say, like, when did you realize Paige and Lindsay is like a FaceTime little scene, but when did you realize they weren't in the show this episode?
So Paige, it didn't, I didn't clock it until they just mentioned that she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like the whole that she left was not as crazy to me as Lindsay's, which also because I thought she is in this season at some point. I think I was just
She
confused.
is in the season. She's in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be here, and then I was waiting for her arrival. Like, I was like, "Wait, when is Lindsay getting here, though?" And then she's on FaceTime just, like, eating Uber Eats at home, and I'm like, put that baby down and get to the Hamptons, what are we
Yeah, yeah.
doing?"
I'm glad that Gemma's changed your life, but I haven't met Gemma, so I'm gonna need you
I
in the
don't
summer.
care. I don't care about Gemma. I'm happy for you. I need you activated in West Hampton.
I would know you're like, and it's like I actually grew to really like Paige, but I will say I was kind of shocked because I did not even think about Paige until she was mentioned, and then I was like, oh yeah, Paige. But I don't think the show suffered from Paige not being there. And I will say, once the Paige thing got mentioned, that's when I was like, oh yeah, where's Lindsay? Where the fuck is Lindsay? And but I know Lindsay's going to be on later this season. Of course, she's in the spinoff In the City. So I wanted to talk to you before we started going through the episode about a couple of the new people, because we do have newbies. We have this Levi Sabri, and she's an event planner. She's 30 and she's single, and she's best friends with the other newbie, Bailey. What did you think of Levi?
Okay, the name, what was her last name again? Savi?
Sabri?
Sabri?
Sebree.
She feels like an AI influencer by name, but by trade, like
Yeah.
like Levi Sabri,
Guys,
like what?
And spoiler alert: she is the first AI reality star ever. She's actually she's artificial intelligence.
I'm open to all of them. I'm open to see what they all have to bring. She particularly didn't pop on this episode. She did, uh, very valiantly rock a corn head in at the party, which I liked.
She wore a funny little, which is like part of Summer House is wearing funny outfits at the parties. So she did.
Yeah,
Good.
so I'm happy she jumped in there. There's something deeply disturbing to me about 30-year-olds who just got out of 12-year relationships. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but that feels crazy.
Well, you guys, she was with her boyfriend starting at 15, and they were together, 12 years in total, and then she's been single for 2 years and hasn't dated. So, yeah, that puts her around 29, 30, but that's a very long relationship. That's more than most marriages last.
Well, yeah. Tell that to Kyle. Kyle's squared.
Yeah.
Well,
they said her boyfriend, unfortunately, rest in peace, Jeffrey Epstein. Folks, we're here once again to talk about our friends over at Quince. Now, you know how much I love Quince. I think I have about 10 pieces of Quince in my wardrobe, and at my baby shower this weekend, I will be wearing a jacket from Quince. Now, a well built wardrobe is about pieces that work together and hold up over time. All my pieces from Quince has done that. And that's what they do best: premium materials, thoughtful design, and everyday staples that feel easy to wear and easy to rely on, even as the weather shifts. They have everyday essentials. I love the quality because it lasts. Organic cotton sweaters, polos for every occasion, lighter jackets that keep you warm in the changing seasons. I could go on and on. Now, Quince works directly with top factories and they cut out the middleman, so you're not paying that brand markup, just quality clothing. Everything is built to hold up to daily wear and still look good season after season. Plus, they only partner with factories that meet rigorous standards for craftsmanship and ethical production. So, refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/so bad for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. Hello, my Canadian friends. That's QUINCE.com/so bad. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/so bad.
How dare you bring him up at this moment?
Sorry, it's at
But
15.
I really liked Bailey though. She popped for me. I thought she has a
Yeah.
fun energy to her, and I love that she's crying right out of the gate.
Yeah, she starts crying at dinner, you guys. Bailey is a content creator, and she says she is ready. She says she's always crazy, but she's ready to go crazy. She's ready to hang out with guys. She doesn't hang out with guys a lot. And I thought, and from the trailer, we see that Bailey and Carl make out at some point.
Ready for that. I'm excited for Carl. He deserves to get some on the show again. Remember, he's in the mix now.
You guys, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta love Carl. Carl's like, thinking about taking the downstairs room. I want to be more in the mix. And I love that Wes and Jesse have a moment where they're like, oh, dude, Carl said he wanted to be in the mix. And they're like, they obviously love Carl, but it's like, Carl's like, this is the most excited I've ever been to be in the summer house. And I was like, we need that energy.
I think he knew that his job was on the line. He's like, I gotta show up.
They told me to really pep up this summer. They told me you got to be in the mix. It
So
was
he
direct
grabbed his
email.
cowboy hat and said, "Yeah."
Oh my God. You guys, they all dress up for and Carl, God love him, he dressed like one of the village people. He dressed like the village person that's like a cowboy construction worker.
He looked like every gay in 2014 in Hell's Kitchen in New York City. I mean, we all were wearing American Apparel outfits that looked exactly like that. I was like, I wore that outfit just on a day in Hell's Kitchen.
And the funny thing is, there is one moment like this. There's a quick moment of like Carl trying on Oakley sunglasses in his bedroom as part of his costume, and he's like really wants to like get the costume fully right. And it's like I feel like Carl would be me, like, with obviously a better, taller, lankier body, but like, that's like, I want to look cool at this party. I want to look cool and I want to be cool. And I'm the leader of this gang now.
It's cute.
I
I'm
love
always
him.
endeared by Carl. I love
Yeah.
him.
So then the new guy is Ben Waddell. He's a former environmentalist and a model. He was the Australian Bachelor. He's 38 years old. He's now in a relationship. So that is something I did read. He's friends with Kyle and Amanda. They met at Amanda's best friend's wedding overseas. And, listen, I thought he was a good looking guy, but I'm not into guys. Is he like insanely good looking?
He's very like Australian hot. Like he
But like,
just
is
like
he one of those guys of like, holy shit, this
I mean,
is
he's very pretty. He's a very pretty boy. I mean, I don't know. He's not. I wouldn't say no, but I'm not like I'm more into KJ. Probably is that his name? The other guy. I'm
well,
probably more into
that's the
him
next one.
than
KJ Dillard, former pro skateboarder, model, musician from Kansas City, Missouri, where West is from. 28 years old, single. You're more into him.
I'm more into him. I also met him in real life while they were filming. Actually,
Wait, you, you met KJ?
I did meet KJ while they were filming. I was at a Lululemon event because a friend of mine is a regional manager for all the Lulus in the city, and they were hosting like this runners event, and Carl was there, and he brought KJ, and I
Wait,
was like, I think this
did
is
you
the
know Summer House people were going to be there?
no, I didn't. They weren't filming. But I was like, Carl brought him, and I was like, I think that's because I had seen some rumblings about the new cast members. And I was like, I think that's him. So we chatted for a second, and he's beautiful in person. I mean, he's beautiful on this show, but
He looks,
he's
yeah.
like very striking in person, and he's so tall. He's like taller, the same height as Carl, and Carl is very tall. If guys, if you ever meet Carl in person, he's like alarmingly tall. You're like, wait, and then he also for me that almost makes everyone hotter when I'm like, wait, you're so tall, that's hot.
Oh God, wait. I know we're not talking about. So, are you one of those like Austin Kroll's God because he's 6'4"?
No, 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 no. I've not seen him in the wild, but he's also not really my vibe. He's a little too frat boy for me.
You know, KJ seems like really cool, and I liked that they talked about it during the show that he has anxiety, and he's either like an
Welcome to
anarchist
the
with
club.
skateboarding. Well, that's what I was like, but I thought I was like, that's kind of interesting to have a little conversation about that. And even Wes says, "Hey, do you want, you know, are you cool? Like, do you want people to check in on you when you're like that? You know, it's like it was kind of an interesting bro conversation where it was like,
Hmm.
yeah, man, that's cool. Do you want people to check in when you're like that? And he was like, no, I do. And I thought that was like a really nice little moment. And so I have high hopes for KJ. Now, KJ hooks up eventually this season with a girl that we did not meet this episode called Dara Levitan. She's 33 years old. Her career is a content creator because, of course, and the connection is she used to hook up with Wes Wilson.
Okay, I like that. They looked cute together in the teaser of them like going on a date. Although I was
Yeah.
worried for him. He was laying it on a little thick, being like, "I think about you every morning."
Yeah, because us straight dudes can be horribly like weird like that, where you're like, I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed, like, okay, like, and they give away the like, they're like, I'm basically in love with you, and then
Hmm.
bad things happen from there. So
You gotta be cool, Ryan.
no, there's no cool. And then there's another new girl that we haven't met, Mia Calabrese. She's a real estate broker. She's 34 years old. She's in a relationship. She's Sierra's best friend, and she used to be on the Netflix show Selling the Hamptons.
I that I mean this not in a judgmental way. I didn't know that was a show. Selling the
Yeah,
Hamptons was a show?
yeah.
Like, it's, like, in the Selling franchise?
There's a lot of shows that we just kind of came, and Netflix especially. It's like toilet paper. There's just shows right and left now, but it's so weirdly incestuous with like how many like the crossover on all these shows now.
Wait, this is crazy. They had 2 seasons. Did not know this show existed. Yeah, there she is, front and
Yeah.
center. I'm
So we
excited
haven't
for her.
met her yet.
She on the trailer was popping on the trailer, so I'm excited to meet her. I hope we meet her soon.
No, I mean, Summer House has had some really bad luck with like one and done cast members, but I get a good vibe from most of these people. None of them stuck out in a bad way. And I think Jesse and Wes were such good first season additions for both of them, whether you like them or dislike them. They were still really magnetic on screen that I feel like we might be on a good run. I feel like West is so welcoming, and Jesse to me reminds me of Austin Kroll, where he just wants to drink and like talk shit with the girls, but he also wants to sleep with them.
Yeah. Oh, when he heard they were all single, he was in the corner like, "Oh."
He was like, hey, I like your nips.
Like, "Oh my
Hey,
god,
I'm
Jesse, you
three.
have
Hey,
no game."
this is my third season, huh? Pretty cool. I'm a veteran around these. So, dude, I did you wait? I felt like Jesse was holding back this episode because
I agree.
he's still like I think he's really rocked with the reception of him getting his toe sucked. I think that rocked him a little bit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the reaction to him being a crooner.
Well, yes, Jesse Solomon is doing live show. Well, he did a live show in New York, you guys, and when I talked to him at BravoCon, I think he's doing a tour coming to your city.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, he
I'd
opens for
go.
the Let Him Cook tour, do you think?
Yeah,
He
I
sings "Fly Me to the Moon," and then Kyle's, like,
wiggy
DJing
wiggy wiggy
Avicii behind
wiggy.
him.
Wait, who would you see if you got free tickets, but it was on the same night? Who would you rather see, Jesse Solomon or DJ Kyle Cook?
Wow, that is a really hard question. I think, I'm here for the lols. I wanna
Yeah.
which is gonna bring me more lols? I think there will be more lulls had at Jesse. Kyle, I think will take it. I feel like he takes it very seriously, and I just I don't. I think I would. I think the serious cringe would bother me, but I think him crooning and then talking to girls, they'd be like, "This is crazy." I think I would find it kind of funny.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I mean, depends on like what but I would go see Jesse in a heartbeat. I really want to see what that's all about. Hands down.
Yeah, he really like it's interesting. He doesn't have a bad voice. It's both of them have a case of taking it too seriously. I think
That's
that's my
it.
general issue.
Well, this is so, I was like, I mean, and I was a little tipsy. So I was like, hey, I saw your videos on TikTok. And I think I gave him a note like, I know I said this probably better than I'm going to say it to you now, but I was like, I think it was something of like, yeah, if you could like loosen up a little your moves. Like, I didn't say this, but I was like, if you could split the difference of like Tom Sandoval and how confident he is on stage, but
Mhm.
he has no voice at all. Like, if
Right.
Jesse could get a little bit of Tom Sandoval, because he has a decent voice, if he could just do a little bit of showmanship in terms of the body movement.
It's a little too like church choir solo. It needs a little more. He needs to like feel like he's a pop star. I don't want him to be a pop star, but he needs to feel that for himself.
No, I want to have the first male Bravo pop star coming out of Summer House.
Okay.
Like you just
Well,
got
I
you just
think
got Solomon.
yeah. You know what? Sure. Why not?
Sure, why not? So to go through the episode, we start off where Kyle's like, these friendships go back 10 plus years. You know, like some of these relationships, what have happened to them are unthinkable. And we see like clip package of like 2018, Kyle and Amanda's engagement. And we realize, you know, like we've seen Kyle and Amanda's entire relationship. Now it'll be their entire relationship from beginning to end on reality television. And we start up and what do you think of this when they constantly show us the date and time?
Like in real time, like when they're
Yeah,
like
like we
Saturday.
shut it
Yeah.
like Thursday, July 3rd, 12:38 p.m.
I kind of like it. I don't know.
I
It's
love
like
I love it.
I'm like, "Oh my
'Cause
god, where was I at that time?"
that's exactly because I'm always like, oh my God, we're in a shared universe. Like that's what I always think. I'm like, I could go in my calendar right now and I could say, well, like this is what I was doing, and then they were like picking each other up in New York City. For some reason, that does it for me every time. I love it.
Yeah, I don't and I it's funny, I haven't run into these kids that much in the city, but it is comforting to know that they're here.
Yeah, no, it's very heartwarming. We see Sierra. How many people do you think Sierra's hit in that car? Because she never seems like she's a solid driver, and she's really loose in like even how she sits in the car. Where I feel like, and she would never let us know, but I feel like she's hit somebody.
I could see it. She's driving a big car. I mean, that's like a
Yeah,
it's like
way too
a
big.
Chevrolet, like a Suburban.
Yeah. But we see that like this was the first clue things weren't great. Is that Kyle's letting Amanda drive up with Sierra?
Yeah, that wasn't great. Also, what wasn't great is how many times he kept mentioning his DJ
Yeah.
deck in the
Hey,
car.
hey, I want to make sure my DJ deck doesn't fall. Like, it's like, you let your relationship fall, dude. Who cares about your DJ deck?
Yeah, we need someone who has less ADD than me needs to focus in and make a DJ mention counter for the entire season. Because I think we're already at like 20 mentions of this one episode. So
Yeah, so many DJ mentions, which even if we make fun of it, realize that that's good for business. Like, even though we make fun of Loverboy, Loverboy is doing way better than anybody knows. Actually, there's a great article that came out today in Inc. magazine by Brian Moylan. And I just talked to Brian today, and it really does break down all the financials of Loverboy. And Kyle actually does know business more than other Bravo Celebrity products. And also, if we make fun of things, that actually is good. You know, it's like that's
mhm.
good for business with all these Bravo celebrities.
I know he's really smart at the marketing of it. And I think he also, he's learned like kind of the hard way that like all press is good press. So being a drunken mess on TV still has people talking about him and his brand. It's like he's like
Yeah.
and kind of feels invincible probably in a way. Like it's like everything I do still helps the brand recognition grow bigger and bigger.
And I think that's one of the reasons why we always see him cry at some point because he's like, you don't know what I do. You don't know how hard I
I'm
work.
working. I'm partying until 5 a.m. to sell Loverboy on this godforsaken television program.
I don't even like fucking teas. I don't like hard teas. Yeah. Um, so anyways, Kyle is going up with he's picking up Carl and Jesse. Carl has a big old Crocodile Dundee hat on. Did you notice that?
Crikey.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It's
not a
really
knife.
well. Also,
This is a knife.
it's like the shorts and the tank and the he Morgan Wade would be into it. I'll just say that.
Like, yeah, that was like, is this guy going to Stagecoach? What I don't know what was, but I love it. He's very excited. They pick up Jesse, and underneath in the script it says Jesse musician. Did you notice that?
I did. I did. I need them to just say crooner.
Jesse Velvet Voice. Because remember, Jesse used to have a real job. Like I think he was in like some kind of finance job, and I think now he's just a full-time crooner.
I think after the first season, that's what's so different about him and West is like after the first season, he was like, I'm going to be a crooner slash influencer. And then West is like, I'm going to continue to be in journalism.
Yeah. Carl, like I said, he's like, I'm the most excited to be in this house than ever. I want to be downstairs. I want to be more in the mix. And Jesse's like, my boy's in the mix. And then they talk about, are you going to room with West again with Jesse? And that's when we find out that West has his boy KJ with him. And we meet KJ and West over in their car. And West is very supportive of his friends. He's like, oh, he's cute, but, he's fun like me. In fact, he's probably more cute. And Wes is prepping KJ, and Wes is like, dude, the girls are known for staying in bed. And I love KJ. It was a quick moment, but KJ looked disgusted. He was like, what? What? They stay in bed?
Well, isn't he? How old is he? He's also a child, I think.
He's 28 years old.
He's ripe for being out the bars still. Like it makes sense. But
yeah,
something I always think about the show, wait, is that like the draw. I think people who don't live in New York don't always like remember this when watching this. The Hamptons is like not close to the city. Like that drive on a Friday afternoon in the summer is like 3.5 hours long to where they're going because they go all the way out. They go out to, I think they're in East Hampton or Montauk. And like, I can't imagine they filmed that whole time, but we only see a snippet of it. I just can't imagine having to like sparse through the car footage of them just
I've said this many times, and like I know it would probably be boring, but sometimes I'm like, give me a 3.5 hour drive. Let me be there for the silences. Mm-hmm. Let me be there for the farts. Let me be there for the music. Like I want to feel what a road trip really feels like. No editing. And it might be, it really truly might be the most boring thing ever.
It could be, but there's no producer in the car. So they also might talk shop about some things too.
Oh God, I would love that. So anyways, stuff that will never happen, but they have the footage. Sierra picks up the new ladies, Bailey and Levi. And I think they make a women in STEM joke, which is like, oh, these girls spend all of their time on TikTok. That used to be a huge TikTok joke.
Yeah. And then I guess the gigglers all make that joke too. And some people online were like, are they Giggly Squad Hive? And I'm like, I think it's just a general joke.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that all around TikTok over the last couple of years, but I was like, oh, so they're online, and
it does make me laugh. I have to be honest. That makes it's a good. I do laugh.
Yeah. Well, they're in the car and they're talking about Kyle being a DJ, and they're like, how long have you been married, Amanda? Amanda's like, 4 years, but it feels like longer. He just started DJing. And Levi's like, oh, it's like a midlife crisis. My dad, when he turned 45, bought 18 motorcycles. And I was like, oh, well, that's something to explore. Like, I do want to meet, I want to meet Levi's dad. Don't you? Like, your dad bought 18 motorcycles?
It is funny, though, that their share house friend is comparing her dad to Kyle.
And by the way, Amanda doesn't correct her. Like, Amanda doesn't correct her. And then Bailey's like, well, DJ's like, that's just an excuse to go out. And Amanda's like, yeah, 5 weeks ago, we flash back to 5 weeks ago, which is weird that they actually picked up cameras 5 weeks ago for a scene with Sierra and Amanda.
That's right in my notes. I was like, why were they filming 5 weeks ago? Like, what were they filming
do you think
for?
This was like in the city?
Maybe. Like, were they doing a test filming for the In the City
So,
show or
because
something?
I feel like that would be so random just to pick up to get a shot of Amanda talking to Sierra about a conversation where Amanda says, I wanted Kyle to stop partying and he found a career where he gets to stay out. And Sierra's like, you should be fucking pissed about that, Amanda.
Wait, I just had an aha moment. Okay,
What?
because the time frame, something that Summer House is always so weird about is like they filmed the show right after, like a month after or so, like the reunion of last season aired. But
Yeah.
did like maybe the 5 weeks was around the time we got the
Oh,
clip package at the end of last season with Paige talking about her breakup.
yes.
I wonder if that all happened in the same sitting.
I'm not going to do this, guys, but maybe somebody go back and check out that scene and see if it's the same clothes they're wearing.
Yeah, someone please.
And
I too don't have
and
that
while you're at
energy,
it, can
but
somebody wash my car? Yeah,
and
he's
can
my
somebody
dry cleaner.
wash Levi's dad's
Yeah.
18
Yeah.
motorcycles?
I don't. If I don't fucking meet Levi's dad, I really do want, because Levi's dad would probably get along like with Kyle. Levi's dad will come to the summer house and be like, "Heard somebody's a fucking DJ. I heard somebody's a fucking rock star, dude. You keep DJing. That's
we
amazing."
we cannot introduce Kyle to the motorcycle world. That is a slippery slope.
Kyle next season, Amanda's no longer there, but he drives to the summer house with the motorcycle with the DJ thing on his back, like on a backpack.
Oh God, Ryan, I can literally see it. I can see him
Yes.
taking off the helmet and being like,
And that's when he's gonna really regret cutting that mullet, because he's like, "Oh,
would
the
have been
mullet would have just
blowing
really
in the
straightened that out."
wind.
Then, anyway, Sierra, they're the first car to pull in at 5:57, and this is where I get super comforted. I see the Amazon boxes outside the house, which is really nice, and Sierra's impressed because they've put two chairs outside, right by the door, which I'm like, that's good. I wonder if they're going to encourage people to have scenes in those two chairs.
Yeah, we need Nest cams everywhere. I want a Nest
Yeah.
cam out there like out by the cars, watching people make out in those chairs.
It's so sad that, like, one of my goals is to go to one of those summer house parties.
Well, okay, first of all, same. But that has to be an invite we could obtain. I can't imagine that's so difficult.
I
No?
don't Yeah, I'm so lazy, but also I was thinking, then I kinda went down the road with it a little bit. I was like, I'm older, like, I was like, but maybe, and this is probably would get me in trouble, I could dress up like a cop and be like, "Hey, what are you kids doing around here?" Like, I just gotta check out
Yeah.
things, see what's what, gotta just go room to room real quick. Like, I was trying to think of other ways, like, I could be a pizza delivery guy. Like, there's other ways to get in there without being invited, I would imagine.
Honestly, if we just brought enough hot girls, I'm sure that we would get in pretty easily. I don't think we need a kind of costume.
It's just like, because they have I also noticed they have that gate outside, so you can't just walk up to the door. But I was
Right.
like, I would love to be like the Walking Dead outside the gate, where I'm just putting my hands through the gate. Where you're like,
Yes, be like, "Get me
ah,
in here."
get me in here. Um, there's a VIP lounge now, like a little like stanchion rope where there's a VIP lounge area. Sierra's already pointing the new girl. She's like, "Oh, hey, the spritzers are in that wine fridge right there." Like, I love that Sierra's also like showing the newbies the ropes.
Yeah, I want I want them to be nice to these new girls. They feel so fragile to me.
No, they seem like they've been
But they
bare.
do see they do, they do.
Paige and Hannah would have been a little more judgy, I think.
1000%. No, they were doing a good job of keeping them included and everything.
Then 6:19 p.m. West and KJ come, and the girls left, or Sierra left the back trunk open so the guys could get their stuff. What do you think of this? Should somebody be so presumptuous as to leave their luggage and the door to the Yukon open, hoping that men will grab their luggage?
I mean, you'll never know if they do it or not if you don't try. Like I think it's worth a shot.
How bummed were you that the door has been fixed on the summer house?
Bummed. That's a key plot
Yeah.
point in this television program. What are we doing if we
Yeah.
don't have a broken door?
The door is working so good, and I don't, because I know they don't own the house. So I wonder if the owner of the house was like so tired of being like, I can't fucking sell this house if you keep acting like the door doesn't work,
But do you think I feel like they make bank on them filming there, the people who own that
Oh,
house.
it has to.
Like,
Yeah.
I wonder how much that house is used outside of this. Do you think they live there, like those people, or do you think they rent it out year
No, they
round?
rent it
Or
out because I've been sent the listing for it before. Yeah, they rent it out.
oh, you know
It's a
what? You're
lot of
right though,
money.
because there was some girl on TikTok last year that was like, my parents rented a house for Christmas, and it was the summer house or something.
Could you imagine, like, the night before Christmas and you're in the bedroom where Jesse got his toes sucked?
That would be an insane sensory experience.
Or, like, what the vibe is in Amanda and Kyle's room? Is it, like, evil? Like, is it, like, a bad vibe in that room? Yeah.
Darkness.
It's like the
Wait,
Amityville Horror where, like, it's, like, taking over your spirit.
well, and it's crazy, like, I know the layout of I could walk through that whole house, like,
I
blindfolded. I
think
know
I
where
really
everything
could. No.
is.
Same, same. I think I really know that house backwards and forwards, and I'm curious if I'm totally correct or if they film it in some weird way that they I don't know, that they throw us off in some way, but I think I got it.
No, you walk in, and then to the right, right is the master, and then to the left is the kitchen, but there's also a hallway with I think there's 2 bedrooms down
And
there.
that's where the Carl bedroom is,
That's
and
where you're in the
used to be
mix.
really hot downstairs because the AC wasn't working properly. The AC is working properly now. Then you go
Yep.
upstairs, and then you have Sierra's room to the right, and then you go down the hall, and you have Levi and Bailey's room to the right. You go further down, and to the left, I believe, is Wes's bedroom, and then on the other side is Jesse's.
I think
I'm
that's right, and
thinking,
they're all
or no,
ensuite bathrooms, I think, right?
yeah, I think we got it. Yeah, I have not seen the laundry facilities. If I'm not, I don't
I
think I've
think there
ever seen
has to
anybody.
I bet that Video Village is over there.
Yeah. Video
Like, I
Village, you guys, that's a technical term where all the producers and stuff, they have their little TVs and monitors for all the cameras.
there has to be a part of the house we never see where production lives, so
Yeah. We find out that KJ, he went viral for a trick he invented on the skateboard. And they showed the trick and it looks awesome, but I'm like, I would never, how do you even get to the point where you start creating tricks? I was like, damn, that's awesome.
I never could be.
Yeah.
Did you grow up skateboarding or anything?
No, I have thick thighs and legs. No, I can't. There's no way I could. I mean, I had a really cheap skateboard, and it was like, I even think at a young age I knew like, oh, this obviously isn't my thing, but you had to have a skateboard. But
Yeah.
like, I knew skateboarders. It just, and then I get real. I'm like, this is kind of boring. I can't do anything. I'm not good at it. I have huge calves. Like, there's just nothing I can do.
No, I had rollerblades, but I was even bad at that. I am a nightmare on any sort of skates or anything. Not for me.
How did you wind up like running?
I don't have wheels on my feet when I run.
A lot of people, a lot of people think you do. Anyways, Carl, Kyle, and Jesse get in at 7:26 p.m. for those of you guys keeping
I love
track
the
at home.
timestamp. Sorry, and keep them coming.
Yeah, I love. No, I'm telling you, I was like smiling every time because also part of me, and it would break my heart if I actually found out the answer. Part of me thinks they make up those times, like they're not truly going. Oh, that's 7:26 p.m. That's
No, don't
like
worry.
I bet it's in the vicinity, but I'm like, do they? Is that like how can we be sure they're telling us the truth that it's 7:26 p.m.?
Because the more random the time, the more accurate it feels. So like
Or it
they
could
could
be that's what
just
they might be doing just to fuck with us. Be like, "Oh, we'll
right.
throw up a random time because they'll believe anything."
No, I know. Well, we may never know, but
Yeah.
I believe I'm a truther with these shows and believe
Yeah.
them, and I believe all reality TV producers.
Sierra's like, "Go get our luggage," and Kyle's like, "Your muscles don't work." So Kyle actually is the only person that actually seems to be upset about having to get the girls' luggage, and Sierra is talking about like, "Listen, I like Kyle, but Amanda's told me things, and even though I like him, I'm Amanda's friend." And isn't it funny that even with Paige gone, Sierra is once again the middleman in a relationship because she was the same way with Craig and Paige the last couple of seasons.
I know. Why is she? Well, you know what though? It maybe feels okay because the heat is off her relationships the last 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Because before that, it was her and Wes, like
Or her in
whole,
Austin.
and her and Austin before that. So like, I'm sure she probably feels. I like Sierra a lot because I do think she's a really good friend. Like I think she rocks as a
Yes,
girlfriend.
100%.
She's a great
100%.
wing woman, And so like she's the perfect person to talk to you about your relationship stuff because she will always be team you when the time comes for
Yeah,
needing that.
completely. So they're picking rooms. They show Carl's bedroom, and they've literally put up a script that says "The Mix," and I thought that was because he wants to be in the
They're tr-
mix. It was great.
yeah. It's a
Um,
it's sad. It's kind of sad.
um, Carl in a talking head says like, "Dude, this summer of 2025, it's gonna be the summer of Carl." And I was like, "Amazing, the summer of Carl." Which I was like, "Did you have a good summer of Carl this summer, Tom?"
It was you know what? It was a summer of Carl. I ran into him multiple times this summer actually running. I didn't reveal that.
Wait, you didn't reveal that. So you wait, do you ever give like what is like the runner shorthand? Do you give like a nod? What do you do?
No, I felt so weird acknowledging him. He does not live. I don't know like where he lives. I'm not trying to dox him, but I know he lives somewhere in Brooklyn, and I live in Queens, so we're not even in the same borough. But I would see him running like near in my neighborhood on my route that I was running on. We would cross paths all the time. It was very weird. I was like, wait. Why am I seeing Carl again? Like, our long run routes were always past each other, and I regret not saying something to him and being like, "I'm training for the marathon too. Go
Yeah,
runners."
'cause I didn't know if you're supposed to do that to other runners, like give them like a nod of approval to like to keep them going.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
looking good,
yeah.
man. What mile you on?
I should have been nice.
Like,
it
what are you
wouldn't have
listening
been
to?
it wouldn't have been nearly as straight as you just did it. I probably would have been like, "Carl!
I love your legs look so lanky and fused,
Carl, you look
girl.
great, Carl."
Wait, do you notice if he's listening to music when he's doing it?
He is. Yeah. He's got his
Because
little booty shorts on and he's got his over the ear headphones.
Carl could be one of those guys that like not free balls it will like just what do they say that when you what's that word?
Oh, um, oh my
When
god.
you're like on a plane and you don't watch anything or listen to anything or drink anything. What is it called?
Oh
Oh
my god.
fuck.
I can't. I know
Yeah,
exactly.
what is
It's
it?
like
It's
I f-
not free ball. Oh god, I'm losing my mind. It's something anyways. I think there could be a
I'm gonna scream it. It'll come to me like in
yeah,
the
yeah.
next 20 minutes.
There could be because I could see Carl being one of those guys of like, I don't even need music. I don't even need music. I'm just like just listening
No,
to the sounds of the
no,
sea.
that's Kyle. Kyle, I bet
Yeah.
you Kyle raw dogs it. Raw
Raw
dogs it.
dog, that's it. Raw dog. I'm like free ball, raw dog. It's like the same thought.
Same thing. Same thing.
So Carl says he's training for the New York Marathon, and he's like one of those he says he's like an annoying runner guy now. I'm an annoying runner guy, but he feels like he's finally becoming a real human being. And all joking aside, I will say it's really kind of awesome to watch Carl's evolution because I think it takes many years once you've accepted that you have an issue to like everything's foreign, like, learning how to walk again or learning how to speak again, learning to get confidence. And so it's like really, I imagine that's a many year thing to actually get back to like some sort of baseline.
No, I agree. And seeing the clips at the beginning of this episode, seeing like him 10 years ago, he's a completely different person. And it has to be a really crazy time capsule of his life to be on this show and be like seeing his journey from that place to now. And he's in such a better place and taking care of himself and he's so much healthier. It's really cool. I'm very proud of him.
You can tell he has confidence that is real confidence that he's like
Hmm.
really building up that of like, okay, I can do this. I'm doing great. I'm doing that. It's like, that's really nice to see. And, Karen Huger, if you're listening, maybe you should join the run club because maybe this is what you need, Karen, to get into, you watched that Karen interview, right?
Yeah, she's over in Timbuktu. What did she say
What did
about Wendy?
he- Karen.
She that was crazy, but also at the same time, well, two things about the Karen thing. One, I love when Andy puts his Katie Couric hat on and like does
Yeah.
like real time journalism. I
Yeah.
love
I
it,
liked it.
especially because
Yeah, dude.
it's with
Yeah.
like the Housewives, but he's taking it so seriously. I
Yes.
love it. Um, and she's gonna be always be delusional Karen. So it didn't. I was not surprised at her responses to a lot of things, but it seemed kind of funny to, like, pretend that there's a world in which she doesn't come back to the I'm like, "You're coming back to the show. There's
Oh,
no way you're not coming back
yeah.
to the show."
I mean, but I like that she left it open of like, maybe I'm not, maybe I don't deserve this platform. Maybe I thought it was the wise thing to say what she said. I thought it was
Mhm.
interesting, of like to not be, it's probably really uncomfortable to call yourself an alcoholic. And I thought that was interesting that you could see that uncomfortability where a lot of people were like, fuck her. But I think it takes, I mean, I'm scared because I feel like she could slip. And especially if she does film these shows, I think there's a lot of things that come with this show, but a picture has kind of arisen of her just, it seems like she was a day drinker away from the show, even before the show.
Well, yeah, and, the worst thing about it all is how much she didn't drink on the show. Like, that's almost
I
crazier
know.
too. It's like you hid it. You were actively hiding it from cameras, which, like, that's the type of behavior you do when you hide it from, you know, people in your life and things like that. Like, that really, really troubles me because you really never saw her that drunk on the show. Just every once in a while you would, but,
Yeah.
like,
But
it's
not, we've seen so many drunk people on Bravo that it was nothing that I was like, "Oh, keep an eye on that."
no, no, you just heard the women talk about it, and I was like, "Is it really that bad?" I mean, and it was that bad, so
I also like that she's counseling inmates and also helping with their maxi pads. She was like, they would not, and so I would tie, and because I'm older, they would give me the big maxi pads, and I thought that was such an interesting detail that I didn't expect her to share.
I'm mad we never got to see Life in Prison. I wish we could have seen
I I
something. I
I
don't think
understand why, but I really also, I wanna get a camera on Andy when he sends correspondence. Like, I like that he's, like, sending it with, like, perfume scent. He goes, "I sprayed the La Dame perfume on your note that I sent to prison," and then I was like, the fact that Andy has a bottle of La Dame, and then I was like, does he scent up a lot of the letters that he sends to people?
I don't send me I've never smelt Ladom, have you?
Yeah, I do have a small bottle of La Dame. I do. I mean, I don't
Send
wear it, but
send me a letter, Ryan.
yeah.
I'll send you my
I
address.
I was like I was like, maybe I should write Andy and send him but I thought it was great. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I want to, a listener sent that to me years ago. I didn't buy that.
I
I'm
would
totally straight, you guys. Fuck off.
okay.
I'm, I'm, I'm not wearing panties right now, no matter what anybody thinks. No matter what anybody thinks.
You have fishnets on underneath the suit
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like
Shut up, Tom. You don't even know what this. Fuck you. It's so stressful. Okay, so anyways, Jesse's in Sierra's bed and trying to be like gossipy and says, "Do you think you and Wes will get back on friendly terms?" And Sierra says she's been praying about it, which I thought was like an interesting little, like, if you're
oh, I didn't
praying
even
about
catch that.
oh yeah, Sierra's like, "Well, I have been praying about it." And I mean, it was a real quick throwaway line, but I thought, I mean, it was serious, and I thought that's so interesting that this really did bother Sierra. I mean, we saw that
Yeah.
obviously last season, but that, she's really thought about it and prayed about it. I thought that was so interesting.
Yeah, I did not know that she was a woman of God.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But then I kind of thought that was cool because I like what Sierra stands for.
Mhm.
I like all the things she stands up for in terms of the world. And I mean, I don't know. I've really grown to like Sierra a lot over the seasons, and I think she's really grown because of the show, and she hasn't regressed like the way some Bravo celebrities do.
I agree. She's had a really great trajectory. And
Yeah.
she just always rocks her true self, which I also appreciate about her. Like she's never like doesn't feel like she's catering to the cameras. She's never selling us something. She's never trying she's just being her, you know?
She was at like this at BravoCon. I had an opportunity to meet her, and I didn't do it because I was like, I don't think she would know but I have made fun of Sierra in the past, like when she
Mhm.
was first on, and then I was just like, I mean, I don't want to. What am I? And also, I'm not gonna be like, girl, you rock. You like, I didn't know what to say to Sierra, but it was, I mean, very beautiful in person. I did the same thing with Heather Gay. I wasn't gonna go introduce myself to Heather Gay. I was like, no, I'm good. But Heather Gay,
Well,
I don't
because we've
actually like.
talked so much shit about her.
Yeah.
I I don't think Heather wants to meet me.
Yeah. Um, in the kitchen, everybody's gathered around the kitchen, and West is telling the newbies, like, "Oh, Kyle's a little older than us, but he has a crazy motor." And Kyle's like, "Yeah, 4 a.m. is when I hit my stride." And then Levi says she's like 30 years old, and they're like, born in 95. And Kyle goes, oh, shortly after I had oral sex for the first time. What?
It's
Why
really
would you?
upsetting.
Why, why would you? Why would you hear somebody's age and then do the quick math and go, first year I had a blowjob? Like, why
Because
would you
he's
ever say that to
because he's
somebody?
a loser.
Why would you ever? I even was like, oh man, we're getting to that age where like it's not cool that you say shit like that.
I feel like but seeing him interact with them that way, it's like, oh, this is how you interacted with those girls at that party that they couldn't get you to
When they
leave.
were like, you guys, when you remember that one girl Snapchatted of like, we can't get this guy to leave.
Can't get
And he
him
was
to leave
playing beer pong.
with Trulies.
Truly. Hey man, I just don't want to go home, dude. Can I just
He's
stay?
like,
Can I crash?
who had oral sex in the 90s? Raise your hand.
You guys, yeah. Anybody have a pager in here ever? You guys know pagers? You ever have a beeper? Carl, being Carl, he's like, okay, guys, I'm going to order 10 pizzas. Yeah, I like Carl even handles the ordering of the food.
I know, he's
And that's
daddy.
yeah, well, no, I wrote Carl is the man with the DA.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, call me the man, you guys. He's the man. Like, he's making sure that his place at the summer house is secure because he cleans up, he orders food, he makes sure people are having a good time. Like, I feel like his job is secure this episode.
I really think, but what's so interesting is we're talking about him in this way, in this light right now. Yet we're barreling towards this incident where he tries to beat up Kyle. I'm like, how did we get there from where we are right now?
Trailer, yeah. But also, I think that's so great to have Carl get to a point where he is pushed past the brink because that really shows like Carl's a real person. Like Carl can only be pushed so far.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like,
it does
always have
feel
to
like
make it.
Kyle is the one that's crazy in that scenario that's coming up and not Carl. And he's like protecting people from Kyle's behavior or something.
Yeah. Like also, he's still like, listen, we're all, I mean, like we have these stupid caveman instincts, and sometimes you fall into like stupid male patterns of behavior that are ridiculous. But obviously, spoiler alert, they're okay. They're doing good. They hang out all the time. I see them all the time online together. So whatever happens is fine now. We sit down for dinner and Carl makes a speech. He's like, a lot of single people here. Everybody, hope you enjoy your pizza. And then Amanda says, this was wild. This was another like, oh shit. Amanda goes, Kyle lost his wedding ring. And so I said, I'm not going to wear my wedding ring until he gets a new one. And you could tell everybody's wigged out. There's like shots of like even the newbies like, what? This, I mean, first off, like, can we do a follow-up question? How did Kyle lose the wedding ring?
Well, like people lose rings, I guess. It's just, of course he would do that. And of course she would bring it up in a passive aggressive way. It's just like they don't have any sort of healthy form of communication around it.
So it's like, it's War of the Roses. It's like, you're like at this awkward, like at this, you could probably feel that tension at that table. And also the thing, like, Kyle hasn't replaced the ring. Like, if you lost your wedding ring, wouldn't you make sure damn well that you replaced it pretty immediately, even if it was a real cheap, like, version just to show your partner that you are dead? Because you're, it's not like, did he take it off because, like, hey, that it messes up my DJ hand?
My dad lost his wedding ring twice, so he has a bag of rubber rings that he puts on his ring finger.
Wait, are you joking? Are you joking?
No, I'm being serious.
Yes, like have a bag.
He's like, I have this because like I keep losing my rings, so like I'm married. I'm like, Dad, no, everyone's got it. Everyone knows you're married, but
some girl at ASU has Kyle's ring. Like this dude left his ring at my place last night. Like,
he left his ring in the beer pong cup.
Yeah, he won 63 games of beer pong last night, and he left his wedding ring. Yeah.
Wait, did you catch Jesse say that? He was like, "Well, can you at least cosplay as single?"
Yeah, you can cosplay a single. I mean, there is another moment with Jesse at the end where Kyle's like, "You are the worst mediator ever," because Jesse will throw in these little snarky comments, and Jesse thinks he's being hysterical, and he's, you kind of laugh at it, but like I imagine in that, I have a friend like that in that scenario. You're like, you are not helping anything, dude, and he loves to test those limits.
Yeah, he's like a kid brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. A kid brother that wants to sleep with your partner.
Well, yeah. Well, yes.
Like I mean, even even if he's friends with Amanda, but if Amanda gave him the opportunity, he would take it.
In 2
Yes.
seconds.
Yeah, exactly. We find out that Levi was in a super toxic relationship and they broke up at a Sweet Green. And
No, that's Bailey, Sweet
oh,
Green.
sorry, Bailey. Bailey was in a super toxic relationship, broke up at a Sweet Greens, and he had all his luggage packed and came in, threw his key down, and she had ordered him a salmon salad, which Kyle was like, whoa, one of the more expensive items on the menu. And I was like, that's so real.
I can't stand Sweet Green. Do you like Sweet Green?
No, but Rebecca loves Sweet Green, and
Yeah.
so, if we're trying to be healthy, we order Sweet Green, and it's, always because it's, you know what you're getting, and I guess it's healthy, but for what you pay, it's not I don't know, it's fine.
No, and my issue with them is I feel like they have gotten more sparse on their servings. Like, now I feel like you
Yes!
open you're like, "I paid $20," and there's, a little, sprinkling of
Oh,
arugula.
yeah, it's like a little credit card size of salmon. You're like,
Yes.
here's your protein." How would
No,
they
it's so infuriating to me, and I feel like it all kinda ends up tasting the same. It's like the McDonald's of healthy food.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And well, at least with McDonald's, I mean, there's no, value menu at Sweet Green.
No, I wish there
There
was. Like, you just get, a salmon fillet and a piece of potatoes or something.
No, or just we give you 5 handfuls of lettuce and some, sauce.
No, everything is way too expensive.
Yeah.
But that's
Uh,
a mortifying place to be dumped, I have to say.
yeah, yeah, I would imagine in the city in the city at a Sweetgreens would be horrible, but both of the girls have teared up now at the dinner table, and there's a long silence, and Carl, being Daddy Carl, is like, "Don't worry, youngins, everyone has cried their eyes out at this table or in this house somewhere." And then Sierra's like, "Especially Kyle." I love that everybody makes fun of Kyle. Kyle never reacts to people making fun of him, but it's true. Kyle's cried the most in the summer
Constantly.
house.
Yeah, constantly. I feel like he's like, "Don't worry, you'll find Dick in these parts soon enough."
Don't worry, youngins. And Kyle, well, I saw they had a summer house premiere party and Kyle gave a speech where he teared up talking about Amanda. Did you see that?
I did. Honestly, their post-divorce selves feel much lighter.
Oh my God. I said this, they make separation and divorce seem fun.
I know. There seems
Uh,
so light. She was so chill on Watch What Happens Live last night. I
Oh,
just
she was
watched it
like,
this
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, I mean, we text a bunch during the week, and I'll call him because I don't like to text. But she was like, not every day, but definitely. And she was just so unencumbered.
Yeah,
It's like it was really nice.
and they did press together, all week. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember Carl and Lindsay?
Oh my
Like
God, couldn't be in the same room together.
Yeah.
I have things that Lindsay was on the show. I had to cut out things that the Bravo reps wouldn't let me put in there about I mean, it was just gnarly. And now
Wait, that's crazy.
yeah, yeah. Now they're slowly getting back to a good place. But yeah, this is so chill. And in that Brian Moylan article I was talking about, I don't think this has gotten enough any headlines yet, is that Kyle and Amanda have worked out how much of Loverboy she owns. That's
Damn,
been
that's
worked out now
crazy.
since the separation. They've had that conversation, and so it is done. Deals have been signed. So whatever happens with the divorce, they already both know what they're getting in terms of Loverboy.
That is crazy they didn't sign a prenup.
Well, when you're in love, I don't know. Anyways, Amanda is like, "Oh, so I started a business. He got so spiteful. He started a DJ business." And Kyle's like, "Dude, DJing's been an absolute blast." And then Amanda goes, "I love how he's spinning this, pun intended." And then she's like, "I'm so jealous. It takes over my whole body." And Kyle's like, "I didn't say jealous." And then Amanda's like, well, Kyle loves to play music for no one. So now Bailey and Levi, I hope you're ready to dance. I mean, it was she was really,
She was ripping him a new one.
yeah.
It was I don't know what why are they at this point right now though? That's the thing I'm trying to understand is what got them to this point? Is it just that he's out a lot? Or is
Well, if
there
you don't
more
see
that we
your
don't
partner
know?
for months at a time, and you've said you wanted somebody to spend more time at home, and they've actively done everything in their power to do not that, I think that would anger you. And even she ties this conversation with Sierra in a bit where she says, I got used to it. Like, he does seem happy and that's okay, but it
Yeah.
almost scares me because when you get to a point where you just don't care what the other person does, that's like a really scary sign because you're like, oh shit, I used to care and now I don't. Like, whatever. She says she used to cry and call him at all hours of the night. Where are you? Where are you? And now she doesn't do that at all anymore. And she obviously realizes that's a problem. I mean, all of it was a problem.
Yeah. It's dark. It's dark.
Yeah. So, anyways, Jesse comes in after dinner and lays in the bed in the middle and puts his phone up to his face like Paige. And West comes in. He's trying hard to be a bed bug. And he's like, well, can you be a bed bug and have fun? And they're like, oh, yeah, you're not a true bed bug. And then Kyle's downstairs talking to himself in the kitchen. And he's like, every summer, Amanda makes me feel like I don't exist. Ugh.
I love the him talking to himself and because I bet he does that at home.
I know. That's what sadly, some of my favorite scenes are when Kyle's like wasted and he's like binge
In the
eating in the
kitchen.
kitchen
Yeah.
and he's like talking to himself because it's like the only time he lets himself cut loose with eating. Like sometimes I was like, I bet he gets so drunk just so he can binge eat.
I know because his body is right always. I'm like, you must be eating vegetables all week, and then on the weekend he parties it up with the eating
Yeah.
a bag of cookies and bitching about his wife.
So, but he's like, I thought we were going to come to the summer house and reunite and rekindle things, but I don't know. Right now it's discouraging. And Carl inside tells the new girls they're looking fresh. He goes, you girls are looking fresh.
He is so old.
But I just want to tell people, like, I really like Carl. But
Of
it is
course.
hysterical. It is hysterical. It's like,
it's hilarious.
it's Uncle Carl. Yeah. It's like Daddy Carl, Uncle Carl. 11:20 p.m. They all go out. Sierra and Amanda are in bed. And that's when they have that conversation I just talked about where Amanda says, he gets on my nerves. We have a friend that's a DJ. He DJs. He doesn't drink. He goes home directly after to his family. Not Kyle. He hangs out there. He drinks. He hangs out with the owners. And then he says there was another rumor in page 6. Kyle told them it didn't happen, so they squashed the article. And she goes, the fact that I'm numb to it now scares me. I shouldn't feel that way. That was a lot in that paragraph.
No, that was a ton. And the fact that I feel like there's just been so many different instances of him doing this behavior, like told in different times. Like we have this page 6 article, we have the Snapchat thing, we have whatever she's talking about in the trailer for this season. It's like I think this is like an every weekend thing where he's just like out meandering around like Tribeca trying to find an afters to go to.
But he's just carrying his DJ equipment.
He's like,
if Amanda calls this random bar, can you tell her I'm DJing?
It's
Sir,
really
this is a Wendy's. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yeah. You're in a drive-through at McDonald's. No. Also, it really kind of pay attention to relationships in business, you guys, because Kyle and Amanda both have a strong relationship with page 6. So I do find it interesting that they call with these articles and he has the power to squash it.
I know that I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you're allowed to just say it didn't happen and then they won't print it.
Like, was it already in print and then they like removed it? Like they don't remove articles.
Well, I didn't even, to tell you the truth, I didn't even think page 6 called to like see if something was true or not. I thought they just printed it.
I agree. I don't think.
Yeah.
I bet you the real story is he just like went publicly and said this is not true on his Instagram story or something.
But she says we've been doing this for 10 years, and Amanda says I thought you get married, you have kids, and then life gets difficult. I didn't think it would be this hard this soon, and I was like, damn, that's really hard, right?
It is, but y'all. Marriage doesn't solve your problems. It's not going to solve something to get married, when you're in a I think some people think that is a solution.
No, but kids will. If you have a kid, that does usually solve
kids.
Yeah.
Like it's just I think people think that I think there's like a societal feeling that you need to be married at a certain time.
There's social constructs that if you really break down, you're like, wait, why? I mean, I grew up that, it's like, there are these things that you're taught as a young, like, oh, you got to be married. But that's where even like sexuality and stuff like that, you don't realize it's like so binary where it's like, wait a sec, yeah, it's crazy. Like marriage isn't,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. So it is. I feel sad for Amanda having to realize this
Hmm.
and realize, but also to your point, this is probably why she is so chill because there's got to be such a pressure off Amanda because it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to make this work.
It is it is freeing when you realize that. Yeah. And I the whole world and she says this. She's like, the world is telling you that like you shouldn't be together, you know? And it's like, yeah, I mean, maybe the world might have been right, but you just chose to move forward with the marriage at a really tough time. So I don't know.
Well, when I mean, your brain and your heart are sometimes like two different complete or different organs in a sense
Hmm.
where your heart is going to feel a different thing than what your brain is actually like the right thing sometimes. And it's really hard when your heart's involved because it's so that feeling is so overpowering and that feeling of love or lust or whatever. I mean, there's so many things wrapped up in that. And only time gets you to I don't know, you grow an appreciation in a different way, which I think builds a stronger love with years and years added into some sort of relationship where you really get to know the entirety of a person and not just their fuck ups.
No, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be at Summer House next year, you guys. What if I sat down? I was like, oh, that'd be great if I could be a relationship counselor for these guys.
Please.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, Bailey and Levi, they're sleeping in the same bed. The other bed is wrecked. Like you seem like a neat guy, Tom, in terms of how you not like a super duper guy, but you seem like you keep things neat. Were you
Yeah, I'm
disgusted by this bed, or did you have any feeling?
so I definitely think a suitcase bed is fun on vacation sometimes. Like if you get stuck with a double bedroom and you're by yourself and you're like, "Oh, I'll just use this bed as my like closet." And you like lay out
Yeah.
your outfits and you put your suitcase there. That I get. This was crazy. This was like bags on bags on bags. But then seeing it, I'm like, "You guys will fit in here," because Sierra's known to put like a Sonic Diet Coke can like styrofoam thing next to
Yes,
a
I
breakfast
forgot.
sandwich and a hot
Sierra
sauce
really did
bottle.
keep a mess. I forgot about Sierra keeps a messy room or something. They're also
No, do you remember the COVID season where like when they had to host the parties in their rooms because they couldn't go out, and they
I
all
forgot
went into
about
Sierra's room and they were like, "Girl, what?"
I'm not saying this is Sierra at all, but like there was this one girl I knew like in my early 20s that like worked at a bar and we were all friends with her and she was like gorgeous girl. And you didn't and then we went over to her place once and there was like cat shit everywhere and
No.
bags of trash and it like smelled so bad. And we were all like and there were other girls with her and we were all just like, what the fuck? Like you were just like and I'm not saying that that's not Sierra, but I'm just saying, like, maybe the world has told you you're so beautiful that you think you don't like, there's I don't know what the thought is there exactly, but
No,
it just
I
shot
understand that. Like if I kept my room a mess, I feel like I look a mess. Like whenever my shit's not together, I feel like I don't look together. Like I
oh,
that's why I always want to
I'm a
stay
complete mess.
organized.
I think I look a mess, I treat, like, my car like a mess, I'm a mess, like,
You don't look a
um,
mess, Ryan. Don't say that
but
about yourself.
yeah, I guess the AC is like working, so everything's really cold, and West is really happy. And then they go into the girls' room, Jesse and West, and she's like, turn the air down. I'm not a piece of meat. And I'm like, that's exactly what you are to Jesse and West, is a piece of meat. Like that's
Little do you
exactly yeah.
know.
And Jesse's like, this bed is crazy work, ladies. And Kyle's climbing to bed with Amanda, and Kyle's like, do you have an eye mask? I forgot mine. And she's like, no. And she just goes, no. I mean, and Kyle in the night vision camera where Kyle's just like, well, fuck me. Ugh. I mean, it's just so awkward.
Night Vision Kyle is the scariest Kyle.
He's like the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, but they're like just sad about their life. Cause Kyle would just love to be like, hey, could I touch a boob or something? And just a man that
Ugh,
wants nothing to do with this man. And Wes is in his
yeah,
bed and he's
and I feel like
smiling. He's like, I'm so happy. This is amazing because of the cold air.
his like Kyle's dead eyes really permeate. His like horny blue ball dead eyes permeate in the night vision, laying in that bed.
I think Kyle's night vision blue eyes to match his blue balls, just like
It's just
you
like
see the night vision you see on the blanket where his crotch is, it's glowing. Anyway, we go to the next. Carl's on a run the next morning, you guys. There's 200 people. It's 4th of July. There's 200 people coming over for the party. Jesse and Wes jump in the pool as they always do. 1:14 p.m. The new cast member Ben comes like, thanks for the ride, mate. He's Australian. Oh, this is where Rebecca, you guys, says Wes like has his shirt off in the kitchen, and Rebecca's always talked about Wes' meaty nipples. Like, Rebecca's fascinated by people's nipples in TV shows, and she'll be like, dude, Wes has meaty nipples. And then Rebecca said, and I want to get your thought, she thinks that Wes is into nipple play. What do you think?
Yeah. He definitely has, like...
And by the way, now that I'm saying this out loud to somebody that, Rebecca is the one with the problem. Rebecca's truly the one with the problem. But she really will go down the rabbit hole with, like, West and nipples and stuff like that.
He has a suckable nipple.
And by the way, if Wes heard that, he'd be like, oh, thanks, dude.
Whoa, thanks, man. That means a lot coming from you.
Fucking tight, dude. Tight, dude. Thank you. So Amanda sees Ben and she's all smiley, and we get the story gets revealed that they went skinny dipping with their best friend. They went skinny dipping overseas at this wedding, and she goes, and Kyle was just blasting the speaker, walking around the pool. I like that Kyle was DJing while his lady's like skinny dipping in the pool, playing music on a little Bluetooth speaker.
It really upsets me. I don't want to hear your music, Kyle.
Well, this is where the straight guy in me is like, I kind of do want to hear Kyle's. Like, I don't want to go to Vegas to see Kyle's music, but like, I wouldn't mind hearing what Kyle plays at 3 a.m.
I out of curiosity, I definitely would. I just I don't need you walking around with your music like it's your. It's just like it's my baby. Like, listen to my music. I'm just like, go away.
And he also seems like he could potentially, like, if you'd be like, yo, dude, play Counting Crows. He'd be like, fuck no, I'm on the aux, dude. I got this. Like, you wouldn't be able to suggest music, I think.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Like, I'm creating that. Anyways, Jesse, like, freaking out about the skinny dipping. He's like, you've seen Amanda's boobs? I haven't even seen her boobs.
She's got great boobs. We got to be honest. Too.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, nobody's arguing that she doesn't have great boobs, but I'm just saying, like,
I'd be jealous.
Like, oh, you got a skinny dip with Amanda? Anyways, Carl upstairs talking to Sierra, and they're talking about, he's like, yeah, it was great to get the new kids out last night. It was great to get the new kids out, and Sierra's like, I'm going to make an honest effort to go out. And Carl's like, in another world, Sierra, we would be together and it would be perfect. And I was thinking about that, and it's like true, but like, couldn't we do that about anything, Tom? Like, in another world, I would make money not having to podcast. Like, you could say that about anything. Like, anything you could say that about.
It's the butterfly effect. A butterfly effect, I mean, if Sierra had never, I don't know, been a nurse, would she ever? I don't know. We shoulda, coulda, woulda. But they're not a match made in heaven. The two of them. I don't think. I think
no.
Yeah. I don't think she would have been able to. I just don't think she would have enjoyed him in the same way he would enjoy her. Does that mean?
No, I just like the thought of Carl enjoying. I'm really enjoying you, Sierra. I'm really enjoying.
Can't you see him saying that though?
Yes, of course. I really enjoyed sexual relations with you, Sierra. I really did.
That was a very nice time. Shake. You want to shake on it?
But then it seeing this Carl makes you think of like what was that like with Carl and Lindsay when they got hot and heavy? Like, what was that like?
I bet you she put on the most like dominatrix outfit and to put him in his place. Like, I feel like he's a sub in the bedroom, Carl.
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't even in the bedroom.
Yeah, like he just like is pinned against the wall and she's like doing it. She does everything.
I think it might have been so intense that like she scared him at some point. Like this
1000%. Yeah, what's his safe word, do you think?
Running. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like I bet it got to a point where it was like, like he was like, hey, what happened last night can't happen again. That was too much. Like you really
You can't
scared
pee
me.
on me again, Lindsay. You can't
Yeah,
do
wait, it can't happen again. Yeah. Um. Anyways, but they start talking about Kyle and the DJing and saying he's nervous for his friend because 5 months ago he said he was DJing Thursday night at Penn State, and this other
Mortifying,
guy.
by the way.
So it's like I know. Well, it's better than like a community college, but like,
I do
is it?
hear college gigs pay well, though. I've heard
I'm
that before.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if I was into reality TV and I was in college and all of a sudden Kyle Cook's DJing on a Thursday night, not even a weekend night, I'd flip out. I'd be like, the weekend just started. I would have freaked out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure that is honestly the perfect demographic. I feel like that crowd. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, they're gonna go crazy for him. It's gonna inflate his ego. Like, he can just, like, and make a good coin, and then he can go party it up with the 25-year-olds.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his speed.
Well, that's in Kyle's contract. It's like I get money, but you also have to let me party with you guys until 6. Like
You
somebody
each owe me a round of beer pong, okay? It's in my rider.
and don't let me win. Don't let me. That's in the contract. Don't let me earn it. Let me earn it. But he says it's not aligning with like his commitment to his wife and planning on his future. It seems like they're both living parallel realities. The whole thing's going to blow up, and he won't have anybody. And then they're setting up the petting zoo outside. Kyle's undoing cords while Amanda's making snarky comments. And Kyle's like in the mic. He's like, test, test, test. And Amanda's like, of my patience. Like she's just like throwing out comments in the other room about Kyle.
They're like a 90s sitcom right now. Just like the unhappy married couple, mom and dad. Like,
But what's the 90s sitcom where you're laughing at, but you realize how dark it is. Like, now that you think about the Cosby Show after knowing who Bill Cosby is, you're like, this dude
right.
had a doctor's office in the Cosby Show in his basement. He was like a gynecologist, I think. Like he was working with pregnant women in the basement of the house of the Cosby Show. And if you think about it, you're like, that's fucking dark. Like Mr. Huxtable, Dr. Huxtable was down there doing probably weird shit. Sorry, that's dark, you guys.
You just compared that to Kyle.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Wait, Kiko, I just say something.
Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Anyways, anyways. Well,
It's kind of like when there's the gyno in the basement.
what really freaks me out about Epstein's Island is I mean, like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I went there. Anyways,
It's okay. It's okay, right?
Sierra sees the donkeys at the petting zoo, and there's like all this petting zoo, and Kyle goes, "Oh," because Amanda's holding like the chickens, and Kyle's like, "Oh, here I am thinking you forgot how to handle cocks. Take note for." Dark.
It's so dark. I'm like, what?
All right. Yeah, so he says, I forgot how to handle cocks. Take note for tonight. So like he didn't like Amanda saying snarky comments, but Kyle saying like downright disgusting comments. Like, look at my wife handling a cock. That's crazy.
That's so gross. I'm sorry. Like, stop. I can't. Can we talk about the animals though briefly? I do feel like is this okay? Like, are the animals too hot? I don't know. The donkey running around the party was a little old school for me.
No, Rebecca was like, this is sad. Like, she's like,
Yeah.
I don't love that the animals are there.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And I love the animal. What would your party be? Like, what would your themed party be if you were like a house guest? Because they all get to pick a day.
I would probably do like a superhero theme. No,
Okay.
I take that back. I would do what would I do? No, I was like, oh, I do a Sir Alley theme, but I don't think you can do that. I don't even know what that would be. What would I?
I like a Sir theme. What? I'm here for a Sir theme. Like everyone does like Sir cosplay. Everyone's like Carl dresses up like Lisa Vanderpump with like a breastplate and like then like everyone's in little Sir dresses.
What would you do?
I don't know. Like I probably would do something like I love spooky season, so maybe something in the Halloween spooky realm or
yeah.
I always love like a 90s kind of
party. 90s one would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl says to the guests entering that he's a hugger and that he ran 8 miles this morning. Ben, the Australian, is decked out in all flag merch. They have like one of those like wooden cows that you can milk and alcohol comes out and it's like White Russians, which was disgusting.
Wait, I missed that.
Yeah. It was like Wes is like, "It's White Russians," and then everybody's under the udders, and they're, like, doing, like, White Russians into their mouths.
I hate that.
So, think about it, because it really is hot out there, like, it's like, that's really nasty. Um,
Yeah.
Carl is doing what is the strongman thing with the anvil and hitting the bell, and
Yeah, and he
Levi's
breaks
like,
it.
That's hot," and then they freeze frame on Carl's face, and he's like, "Rrr." Poor Carl.
I'd be
Um
so bad at that. I couldn't do that. It would be like, "Bing." I would literally be like, "Ah," and then hit it and be like, "Bing."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, fuck, I pulled something. No, I'm good." Kyle is, you could tell, a little tipsy already, and he's talking to two friends, and he's like, "Amanda and I are polar opposites. She never makes an effort. She never makes an effort." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you're just telling random people we don't know at this party about you
It's
and
so
Amanda?"
weird. It's so weird. Like, and he knows there's cameras. He has a mic on. Like, shut up. What are you
Yeah, at
doing?
this point, you know the gig. And so do you think that sometimes with reality people of like, they do this to have the tough conversations they can't do in real life because they're like the show. I was just thinking about this with Austin the other day on Southern Charm. Are you watching Southern Charm?
Yep. Mhm.
Like, I feel like he let the edit do the heavy lifting with the Audrey breakup.
That's a really great point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like it's like if he can just drop seeds here and there, like it can kind of
Yeah.
just unfold
Cause you can be like,
on its
no, man,
own.
I love her. She's a great guy, but man, it is crazy. Everybody's saying that if I don't want her to move here, wow, maybe we aren't meant to be. I've never thought about that. Like, it's like, maybe you
It's so
have thought about it and you're letting
yeah.
everybody else tell you and the edit tell you.
Well, I think Amanda to connect it to this show is like I think Amanda was really using the cameras as an opportunity to like make him look bad. Just
Yeah.
like and like deservedly so. I'm not saying that like he seems to be fucking up a lot with just being out late and stuff, but like she clearly is bringing this up on camera because she wants everyone to see like that he's an asshole. And I think that's part of the reason he gets mad at her.
Well, I'm waiting for the Katie Maloney. Well, your dick doesn't work. Like, yeah. Anyways, so he's complaining. They call Lindsay to FaceTime. She's with the baby Gemma. The baby changed her life. Okay, great. But come to the
Put the
summer
baby down.
house.
Get to the
Yeah,
Hamptons.
yeah. The baby's fine. You know what's not fine? You not at the summer house. How
It's
about that?
crazy.
And Carl asks Kyle how you doing, and he goes, "I'm not well, not well." And Carl, he goes, he goes, "Well, I've watched you guys, and I feel some responsibility because I officiated your wedding." And Kyle's like, "I feel a responsibility to make sure people have a good time, Carl." And Carl's like, "Well, also because that makes you feel good." And I thought that was a good point of like, Kyle, like, you're not like Mother Teresa. You're like the fun, like, hey, I want to just spread fun wherever I go. Like, it also benefits Kyle. That's what he likes.
He doesn't bring fun, unless he feel like unless he's egotistical, like, unless it's serving him, he's not gonna bring the fun energy, you know?
I think it would be hard to look outside of himself because we don't ever think of ourselves as bad. Most people don't. Most people think of themselves as heroes.
Mhm.
And I think it's really hard to like go, yeah, maybe there is something deeper there to look at because you're like, it's so pure. I just want everybody to be fun and fucked up and like play music. I mean, like, I just want good times because that's a pretty innocent want, when in reality
Yeah.
it's something probably deeper. Sierra is talking to Amanda about like kids and Amanda's just like, they're talking about Kyle again and divorce and moms and dads and having kids. And it's this was the part where you were talking about where she's like, the whole internet is rooting for my divorce and saying, leave him, leave him. That's all I hear all the time. When someone tells you something so many times, you believe it. And then she goes, is it my thoughts or the internet's thoughts? And I was like, damn,
That has to be
that's,
hard. I can't
I
imagine
mean,
that.
how parasocial is that to be like, I don't know where I don't know where the internet ends and I begin. Like, because so many, and it's true. Like, I've never called for their divorce, but I know every other person or creator I know has, and that does have to be a very crazy experience.
I feel like it's a similar situation to Salt Lake City with Bronwyn, where it was like, I don't think she went on to Salt Lake City to break up with to get a divorce from Todd, but then there's just so many things online being like, he's terrible, he's this, he's that, he's this, and it's like eventually it does affect your view of your partner because it's the only kind of information you're getting about your relationship is all negative. It can't not permeate your thoughts about
Well,
them.
and also the you're getting positive attention. Like everybody's saying they love you, but they hate your
Mhm.
partner. You know, and it's like
Right.
everybody's always saying, "Girl, you're amazing. You're so beautiful, Amanda. You're this." I mean, I'm one of the. I mean, I don't know, but like I do like both of them. I like them. I don't like them together, but like I like Kyle. I mean, I don't think Kyle's treated Amanda great, but I do enjoy Kyle. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to admit, but I
I
do
like
enjoy him.
Kyle.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
Kyle.
Kyle.
I've always liked him.
And it seems like they've handled this maturely so far, but there's always a point where that can change. Who knows? Um, so Carl to Kyle says, "Do you think Amanda's happy?" And Kyle's like, "I don't know if I can do it. When I say it out loud, it becomes real and it scares me." And then KJ does a huge cannonball, and Carl's impressed. Yeah, so it's a deep conversation. And KJ's like, "Plow." He goes, "That's a great cannonball, dude. Good cannonball."
Good work, kid.
Yeah, and then Wes lets us know that he's not going to put any expectations on the Sierra friendship. If it's there, great. If not, I'm not going to base like my whole personality on her liking or not liking me, which I thought is smart. And we do see that. I don't know. Do you think they actually make out, or do you think it's some like footsies that we see it just in the trailer?
I think they may kind of dabble again. They're kind of her Watch What Happens Live appearance. She was talking about him very positively. Either they're in a great friendship place or
Yeah,
maybe a little bit more right now. They're definitely not in like a bad spot. So
yeah, yeah.
I really liked them together. I just thought he fucked that up.
You're insane. How can you like people together if he's going to then like, wait? What did you like? The things that you saw edited together? Like,
I
obviously, at
thought
that
their banter was so cute and
but
genuine. I thought that
Wes has good banter with everybody.
I know. I think they're cute together. And I think he's the funny guy that she's always looking for like
Yes.
the funny guy, but he also has game
I
and
agree with all of that, but I
I
think
don't know.
that ship has sailed. You missed the boat, Wes, and
Uh-huh.
I like Wes a lot too. I think Wes is awesome, but I don't want you messing around with Sierra anymore. I think one and done.
I
Sorry.
don't know.
No, I know I'm in the
I
minority. I know I'm in the minority with this. Everybody, but like, why are we cheersing on something that already was like, I don't know.
I would have I was down to be done with it forever. It was just seeing them back together. I was like, "Oh wait, are they actually going to like try this again?" I mean, I'm
You know,
down
it'd be
for it.
great if we get Todd in the summer house, Rowan's ex. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, guys
Anyone
have an
got any
extra.
cherries?
Hey, you, you think that's a good cannonball? Check out this.
Would love to see him cannonball it
Yeah,
into that pool.
Ama-
See what Carl's
Amanda,
feedback was.
Amanda, you got nice hooters. Um. Anyways, everybody's jumping in the towel.
What did he have? Oh, did anyone here have Palm Pilot?
Hey Kyle, you're from the '90s. Do you remember the Palm Pilot?
You sound like a Christopher Guest character.
And then you,
Yeah.
oh Todd's home. Yeah. He was. Anyways, everybody's jumping in the pool. Amanda's not fully naked, but you can see like the outline of her boobs, and everyone's like, "Whoa, Amanda! Whoa, it's crazy!" And then Kyle's like, "You swam naked without me?" Like he goes, "It would have been fun if you told me you were skinny dipping." And she's like, "I wasn't skinny dipping." And Jesse's like, "Hey man, you can make it skinny dipping." And Kyle's like, "Jesse, you are the worst mediator I ever met in my life." And Kyle's like, "You were the one topless, Amanda." And then Kyle walks off. He's like, "Oh, cool. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable." And that's where we end the episode. What did you think of that moment?
Well, Kyle, we've all seen literally he's taken his dick out and his ass out on
Yes.
camera
I've
multiple
seen Kyle's
times.
ass so much on camera.
And I don't want to see it anymore. And I don't need to see it anymore. I would much rather see Amanda getting topless. That
Wha-
is better for me.
Wait, did you just come out as straight?
I did.
Oh my God.
Amanda has like Boogie Nights body. It's like 70s porn body.
You're right. I know exactly what you mean by that. I
She's
know.
roller girl. She's roller girl on Boogie Nights.
I ride my bicycle.
Literally, that's her. I'm like, you are a smoke show. Like, I'm down to see this anytime.
Oh God, that's crazy. Anyways, that is the end of the episode. We with some intense Kyle action, but I love the Summer House. I like this episode a lot. I give this an 8 out of 10. I think I'm probably rating it high. I mean, I
No,
love it. 8 out of 10.
I co-sign that. I co-sign
Yeah.
that. It's starting off. We're in a great place. We got some new blood. There's already drama right at the top. And yeah, I'm ready for a great season. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet the other new people we haven't met. There's a lot of great stuff, and I'm really curious to see how they're going to integrate in the city. Like if that picks up right directly after Summer House ends, if it's going to like just go directly into that. But it's going to be a good season. I do want to remind you guys though, Tom is going to be covering this whole season on Fridays on Dumpster Dive, so you can get that on Apple Podcast, Spotify. We're going to make you subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. And they also cover traders. They cover American, he'll go deep in the past and cover seasons. But this is a guy you need to support. We need to support creators that are doing amazing work, which Tom always does. Is there anything else happening that I need to know about?
That's so sweet of you, Ryan. I always appreciate your support. I mean that. And go listen. I just had a great interview with Rachel Lindsay. Everyone
Oh
should
my
go
God,
check that out.
I forgot. I saw that. Isn't Rachel
Yeah,
awesome? Isn't she so?
she's wonderful. And we had a great chat about where she's at with Salt Lake City and Potomac, and yeah, it was a great time. Love her.
I'm going to add that to my queue because I love her. I love you. That's cool. Yeah, she's the best. And I think you're going to have a lot of guests on for your Summer House recaps.
Yes, you got to come by.
Dude, anytime. Look forward to that, you guys. But dude, thank you. I know we went so over, but thank you
Oh my
so
God, this
much
is
for
great.
doing this.
It's
I
always
really
fun.
appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys on Friday. Okay. And yeah, Tom's Summer House recaps on Friday. Okay. Bye.